Helmet coming off. Boy, what was your thought when that caution came out, Chris? What were you thinking? Because you had it in hand.
Yeah, it was smooth sailing there, trying to take care of this fast on Mustang, and these guys over at RFK, the 17 team, gave me a great hot rod. This thing was so good, and just trying to take care of it there. And about the time Scott came on the radio, he said, "That's working perfect. Keep it up. Caution." I was like, "Yeah, that's about right." But I knew even on our green flag stuff, we were so strong during the race, so I had a good feeling about it there. So pretty awesome to pull it off. Proud of everybody, because that was a long way from the back this morning, so heck of a race for us.
It was 7 days ago that I was talking to your crew chief, Scott Graves, and he said, we're a 6th to 15th place car right now. As an organization, we need to take a step forward. Are you surprised it came so quickly and in such dominant fashion?
We've had this one circled since last fall, so I was really hopeful this could be the one that would turn the page for us, and sure enough, right off the truck, I thought it was. So I hate that qualifying went the way it did, because I was sitting there just beating myself up trying to figure out what we're going to do from there. But made the victory lane here in Richmond. I told you to flood this place 3 years ago, so my opinions are changing quite a bit here. And man, what a day there. That's awesome.
I know it was fun racing the boss. Is there a way to describe to the fans here and the fans at home how much work has gone into this for RFK to get back to victory lane?
Probably not. I mean, there's so much that's happened in the 15 years I've been there. But the last 2 years, last 18 months, just to see the turnaround, new car kind of being a good reset for us, to be able to be competing for wins at a lot of different styles of racetracks, and a couple checkered flags now. Some great pit strategy there, some great pit stops. It's every department working hard to make this happen and get us this checkered flag. We've been talking about this a lot, and you don't get to ask me about points anymore.
There you go. No more talk about points, because they are guaranteed, Rick, to be in the playoffs. Chris Buescher, the 17 team, they'll be a playoff player this year with the win here at Richmond.
Well, strong day for Denny Hamlin, and with 2 to go, your car shot up the track. What happened?
I drove in way too deep. I was trying to get to the outside there. Man, I really had a great run off of turn 2 on the restart, and then off of 4 again. But, yeah, I was just so close to him there that I wanted to try to squirt a little extra gas to try to get to the outside, and just too much brake. So, man, I'm happy for Chris and RFK and those guys. I know they worked really hard to get to this point, and I can appreciate the struggle that it is to get to this point. So, congratulations to them, and definitely a great job by this Mavis team. Just continue to keep me in it all day long. We just lacked a little bit to be the best there, so we just need to improve on it, and still a good day.
2 things on the choose there at the end. Were you happy to get the outside line, and did it ever cross your mind that some of these guys might think, oh, they might have a little license with me this week after last week and all the discussions?
No, I appreciate it's a good talking point, but no, it was not. I'm out there trying to win the race for sure, and I loved getting the front row, but I just got a god-awful restart, and Kyle just pushed me down the front straightaway, which is really helpful for us. So thanks for that. And I just didn't do a good job on the restart, and then I didn't do a good job into turn 1 on the second last lap. But our team gave us a shot, and the race should have been his anyway, the caution at the end. So it was just kind of a second chance on life for us there at the end.
Denny Hamlin, so strong here often and strong again today.
And ultimately going to end up 6th today, but the lap leader at 102 laps. So how do you feel about that? I mean, your teammate won, your car won, but it's not you in victory lane.
Yeah, I'm happy for Chris. We're incrementally building. Solid day for both teams here at RFK. I'm happy for everybody that works on these teams, everybody that supports us with Fastenal and Ford and Build Subs. And, we led a lot of laps with both cars. Neither cars really started up front and drove through, had great job with the pit crews, and just a lot to be proud of today. Of course, I want to win as a driver, but just happy that we're as competitive as we are, and we just want to keep building and keep getting more competitive every week.
I was in your hauler before the race, and Matt McCall, your crew chief, said, sometimes the changes and progress we're making, you don't always see those, but we are making it. Is this a statement that you guys are legit and you are making progress?
Yeah, I mean, one win's good. Like, you get 3 or 4 or 5, then you feel a lot better. But sure beats not having any at all they're doing. But we want to keep going. It's nice to have one car locked in the playoffs. We need to get both cars locked in the playoffs. We have a good points gap. but we want wins, and this is where we need to be.
You go home next weekend to Michigan. Is that one that you have circled that you would like to get in victory lane for?
Yeah, Michigan's always been a great track for what was Roush and then Roush Fenway, and hopefully it'll be that way again for RFK. We know it's not going to be easy. There's a lot of great competition there, but it's nice going in there with a win under your belt.
All right, well, Brad Keselowski's in victory lane celebrating with his team, and he ends up 6th today, but more importantly, Chris Buescher, the teammate and team car in victory lane.
Martin Truex Jr. winds up 7th. Boy, what a crazy strategy race today. You guys were on the one-stopper in both stages. How difficult was that to keep up with behind the wheel and also with what all was going on around you?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, honestly, the whole day was really tough. This place is never easy, but felt like just as loose as we were all day, man, it was a handful. And the car was just so on edge. It was really, really difficult to drive. It was difficult to make 2 laps the same, and just really had to battle. So, good job by the guys doing what they did to come up with that strategy. I was flipping out because I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't hear James again on the radio. I don't know why, but, just a really hard-fought battle day for our Bass Pro Shops Camry. So, I thought we probably was going to run 5th there without the caution, and then we were just so bad on the short runs today for whatever reason. Luckily only lost 2 spots there in the last start. So all in all, a decent day. Man, it was tough.
So inside Denny's car, we had a thermometer. It was 135 pretty much all day long. How difficult was this race physically, Martin?
It was tough. Definitely really, really hot. It felt longer than 400 laps. I'll be honest. We got to end of stage 2, and I'm like, there's no way. I thought that was a checkered flag. So. I mean, it just felt really, really long. My face felt hottest just because the helmet blower, it just sucks cold air or cool air from outside, and it just felt like a hairdryer. So like my cheek feels like it's sunburned, very, very hot. But yeah, it is what it is. So we hung on. My shoulder's doing better than the rest of it, or my shoulder hurts more than anything just from how loose I was all day. So I'll work that out. But the heat wasn't too bad other than on my face.
Day of survival for Martin Truex Jr., but it winds up being a top 10 here at Richmond.
It's a 4th place finish for Joey Logano today, and thought you were going to have a look at it there at the end, but you kind of came out of nowhere to even be in that position. What changed on your race car that allowed you to get up front and contend at the end?
Yeah, we really weren't that bad with the Show Penzo Mustang, just a little bit off from the best cars, and really could hang. If he put us 5th, we'd probably hang at 5th, but just qualifying as poorly as we did, slowly getting our way up there, had a couple setbacks during the race. It's just kind of made us hang around that 7th to 10th place range there for a little bit. And I knew we just had to get there. Then Paul did a good job. Must have been a special match set of tires, just I don't know. But it fired off pretty good. Was able to roll the outside of 2 lanes there. And when Denny screwed up and slid up, it got me down the middle. And I was like, oh, well, then maybe this is okay. And then it allowed the 8 get back to my outside. And we gave up a spot there. But I saw him. I got excited. I was like, oh, he's almost there. I needed one more caution. It would have been fun.
What do you make of the Ford performance today? Just across the board, it seemed like you guys were the cars to beat, and you obviously came through at the end too. Was this a big weekend and a step in the right direction for the overall performance of the manufacturer?
I think where our weaknesses were hidden today by the lack of grip on the racetrack. Mechanical grip seems to come in, and it's hard to put the power down as it is. So I think just where our weaknesses are, we're masked, and I'm glad Chris was able to capitalize on it and a 4 got in victory lane. We need to get more of them in there, but nice to see one in victory lane right now.
Hard-fought day for Joey Logano. It's a nice top 5, 4th at Richmond.
3rd today for Kyle Busch, and on that last pit stop, your crew picked you up 1, and then you had a shot. What happened?
I don't know. Denny spun his tires a little bit there on that start and just automatically got us a row behind, and hard to make that back up, but 22 also had a hell of a run through 1 and 2 on the outside, and I got pinched lower than letting my car kind of naturally drift out on the exit. So, just was able to battle back and get a 3rd though. So that's the finish that we deserved, which is really, really good. We had a great car to kind of run the first 50 laps of a run, and then it would really drop off. So we short pitted each time, but thanks to the NetSpend X World wallet, credit card, and everybody else for being a part of our program, RCR, ECR especially. I ran the heck out of this motor today and spent a lot of time in 4th gear, but that's what helped me with my driving style the way we were doing it today. So feels good to run a solid top 5 like that.
Kyle, a lot of green flag racing today. We kind of wondered about the physicality out there. How was it?
I'm ready to go.
You look good.
Yeah, 400 more. Let's go. It's warm, it's hot, but these cool shirts are a world of difference, so that certainly helps a lot. I wouldn't run a hot race without one anymore, but You know, when it comes to the wintertime, I tend to shy back away from it. But overall, yeah, just no, I love night racing at Richmond. If we could please bring night racing back at Richmond, that would be awesome, but I get it.
Best race of the year for Ryan Preece today, comes home in the 5th spot. So you told me this morning that you were optimistic. You delivered on that, I think, but why were you so confident that today was going to be a good day for this team?
Yeah, I mean, really my confidence was I've seen what Chad's given here in years past, and we just had we talked a lot about what we were going to need, and I said, man, if you can get me to roll the center, I'll deal with loose ends. So that's what he gave me today, and this United Rentals Ford Mustang was pretty stout. So, you know, 5th, we lined up in that 2nd row at the end, but we run more like this, we're gonna have more opportunities to challenge for wins.
How big was this, not only for your confidence, but just team morale? It has been a tough year for Stewart-Haas Racing, and all the cars really ran well today.
Yeah, we all did, and I think that's just a product of working hard. Sitting with your, you know, twiddling your thumb isn't going to get you the results that you really want. I know that from racing, so we've just been working hard and trying to find what I like, find what Eric likes, Kevin likes, Chase likes, and I feel like we're all trending in that direction.
That's right, the mastermind behind a dominating day today. So I know you had a plan going into this race, but did this plan come together even better maybe than you drew it up in your head?
For sure, our Fastenal Ford Mustang was so fast today, and I just, yeah, I mean, kind of how you draw it up on paper, and you hope that it goes that way, but for it to really work out and have the day that we had today, I mean, I can't say enough about our pit crew, the speed of the car, just everybody executed, and that's what it takes. I mean, no mistakes, and we were able to work our way through the field, and we gained on track, gained on pit road, and then at the end of the day, you find yourself in first.
How tough is doing that on a day where there is as few yellows as there were to kind of mix things up and give everybody a reset?
Yeah, it's even more critical. You know, if we've had races here where you have to come back down pit road, you either get a penalty and it ends your day. You have to march through the field twice, and it's almost impossible. So it's to do what we did today. I mean, you got to be perfect, and our guys were just spot on today. It was great.
And both cars, obviously, the 17 and Brad, were both really good. What can you say about the state of this program right now and this organization as you guys get set to potentially and likely have both cars in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, a huge turnaround from where we were. I mean, we got better last year throughout the year. We got our win late in the year, and then this year we've just been consistent. You know, we haven't always had the speed where we wanted to, but I feel like we're getting there. Obviously today we pulled that together. Both cars looked really good. You know, if we can get it to where we're doing that, week in and week out, that's the goal. You want to be top 5, top 10 contention every week, and then you have those weeks where you're just standout car and you can get the win. And that I feel like we're getting closer to that, and obviously just really just keep working on it, and everyone's been doing a great job.
Congratulations. Hopefully the 17 team and Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing hitting their stride at the perfect time, Dave.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.